Hello, Hamada Azan again, talking to you about super beings from the Super Beings book. I will read from this book right now. Okay. It has been said that behind all fiction is a basis of fact. Does this mean that there is a grain of truth in a fictional Superman? What did the original creator of this comic strip and movie character have in mind when he first conceived the idea? Did he intuitively believe that man may someday evolve into a superhuman creature with out-of-this-world powers? If so, he was right. There is documented evidence that man has the ability, the power, and has demonstrated it to read minds, foretell the future, materialize form, transcend time and space, communicate with other forms of life, and control the elements. Newspapers have chronicled feats of incredible strength, far beyond the capacity of humanhood, and superintelligence has been the fascinating study of scholars and researchers for centuries. Of even greater importance, however, is the fact that certain men and women on Earth have discovered the secret of total harmonious living, where there is no illness or aging, lack or limitation, failure or futility. Would you not call these individuals super beings? And what is it that gives them these superhuman characteristics? Volumes could be written about people on the path and their demonstrations achieved in the various stages of consciousness development. Terminal cancer has miraculously disappeared without a trace. The blind have seen again. So-called permanently withered limbs have grown strong and normal. A business in a state of ruin suddenly attracts an avalanche of customers with mushrooming sales and profits. Capital required to start a new business is brought forth by a stranger when all banks said no. The steering wheel of an automobile moving at high speed is mysteriously taken over by unseen hands, enabling the vehicle to avoid a serious accident. That's some food for thought. Is it possible today to have the miracle-working powers and mastery of those who have come before us? And I say yes. This is not just about the law of attraction. This is not just about gaining money in the bank. It is about a spirituality that is true to form, the I am that I am come again, the second coming in Christ, the resurrection. And what I mean by the resurrection is being born again. And by being born again, I mean touching the superconsciousness. We hear a lot about programming your mind, the subconscious mind, but there is something that works on a higher plane than the subconscious and conscious minds that brings about miraculous happenings. And you're not going to learn this in school, kids. This is the secret and ancient teachings of the masters. And I'll see you later. And the next lesson for us is the lesson of the 12 phases of man. I think I might be able to get into this right now. A phase 1 person may or may not have an awareness of his true identity, and if he does, it is only an assumption. There is no comprehension of the real meaning of this revelation. In phase 2, the underlying faculty is beginning to develop on an intellectual level. You perceive and approve of the idea that there is a power within you, another self on a higher vibrational level, a pattern of perfection that is the potential you, a higher nature that can be brought forth into expression. It is all still a theory at this stage. The phase 3 person begins to feel subjectively that man's not all included between his hat and his boots, as Walt Whitman put it. And when a phase 3 man or woman demonstrates a particular good, heaven help everyone within shouting distance, because the experience is going to be told over and over again. The key to moving past this stage is to keep your lips sealed and let the power grow and develop. You have to be quiet about what you're manifesting. A lot of people still think this is witchcraft, and you might not want to hear it, but a lot of people can be persecuted for having these beliefs. But don't worry about that. Focus on the good. Phase 4. The fourth phase must be entered into a great consciousness, because it is in this stage of consciousness that most super beings in training experience the greatest difficulty. Your optimism gets ahead of the reality in the phase 4, and you say, oh, this is what's going to happen, but you're not tapping into the spiritual consciousness of the I am that I am. And so it doesn't work out all the time. And you're left wondering, why did it work for this and not for that? You just have to stay firm and know that eventually all your wishes shall be coming to pass. In phase 5, an individual consciousness is directed toward the good at least 51% of the time. In The Power by Rhonda Byrne, she said all you need to do is show and express love 51% of the time. And then you will quickly enter into the phase 6, the beginning mastery, a dying to the old consciousness, and a rebirth into the new understanding of the cosmic power within. This is the rebirth, being born again, the resurrection, the second coming of the Christ. As a 7, you understand that you now have the power to establish a life of heaven on earth in this incarnation, and you begin to use the power accordingly. You are quickly placed at work that is best suited for your talents and where you can experience the greatest fulfillment. There is financial security because you see all the money needed to achieve your purpose being attracted to you in abundant measure, and so it is. Your health is excellent, and your relationships with others loving and excellent, and your relationships with others loving and caring. In phase 8, you know that your life is now in a more advanced stage. You are reaching wholeness in mind and body, and your spiritual nature is in a higher degree of radiation. Your desires are fulfilled, so your attention begins to focus outwardly almost exclusively, as if by chance people are attracted to you for guidance and counseling. We see this a lot of law of attraction people coming out the woodwork and teaching others, and people wonder, why they're teaching if they could get money any other way? Why do they need money from teaching? They don't need the money. They're just expressing the outward projection and movement and inertia of the I am that I am in the consciousness that they are in. A phase 9 person tends to go public with his message. Here your tendency is to attract the following for your particular teaching and miracle work. Where an 8 is more individuated, oriented, 9 man is committed to service on a much broader scale. Phase 10. An individual in phase 10 is an earth master with dominion over matter and the forces of nature. He has the ability to project his spirit body and be seen at 2 places at the same time. And clairvoyance, clairaudience, telepathy, and precognition are a part of his nature. Phase 11 is a stage of universal work, not only on Earth, but in other dimensions as well. A master in this stage of evolution is able to move from the Earth plane to the realms beyond and return at will. While Master 10 is concerned primarily with Earth life, the Master 11 is more universal in scope, working on both sides of the curtain, helping on the evolution of all souls. The Masters frequently referred to in the occult literature and in ancient writings are in this stage of soul development. A soul in phase 12 is a master of heaven and earth. As far as we know, the last 12 on planet Earth was Jesus Christ.